So hello everyone, today we'll be looking into one of the most interesting yet misunderstood people known as the LGBT community for the lesbian, gay, bisexual, transsexuals, and queers. Because I believe that one must take the time to understand them, to get to know what's really going into their heads, and we'll be looking at the genetics, psychological, and the circumstantial factors that may bring someone to identify among this community. And you're wondering, what is the backstory? My motivation in deciding to make this video? Well, for the record, I identify as a straight male. But for some reason, the women that I've been attracted to in my life ended up all being lesbian. 5 of them to be exact. So I got so shocked to the point na, I decided I will learn contributing factors that influences or that makes women turn lesbian. Is it Katy Perry that she kissed everyone so they ended up becoming lesbian? We'll find out. First of all, I would like to thank the Vamps for making a song that I could really relate to and cry to when I'm frustrated. Let's go! Yes, it is! Five times! Why me? So sad. Oh well. That happened to me, man. So why isn't she into guys? Is it a genetical thing? Is it something with the Y chromosomes, X chromosomes? So I did some research and I asked some of my scientist friends because I've noticed the apple never falls far from the tree. That's why people from certain clans or family members, I'll give you an example like the Uchiha clan. They all had black hair, grandfather, grandson, sister, and they all had Sharingans. Basically, genetics do play a factor because, example, if your family, you're coming from a family that are all naturally athletic or naturally musically inclined, the tendency is you will too be musically inclined or athletic. So, if your family members have like homosexual tendencies, you most probably will have some traits that will incline you to be homosexual as well. But that is not just the main factor. There are other factors as well, like circumstantial. Circumstantial, like example, if you were heartbroken by a guy that you loved, there's a tendency that you can become a man-hater. Then once you ran to your best friend, telling, this guy hurt me so bad, all men are trash. Then you'll start noticing, man, this woman, she understands me, she loves me, and eventually you could fall for your real best friend. So I would like to share my experience with the LGBT community in Hong Kong. I was in a hostel filled with people from different nationalities, and there was this hot guy, he had abs, he was a model and everything. He approached me after everyone was drinking. He was like, bro, it's 2019, kiss me, man. I was like, nah bro, I'll pass. Because I wasn't into guys. But across the room, I saw a beautiful blonde German woman kissing another woman. So she approached me and she said, this is the first time you saw 2 women kiss. I was like, nah, it's not. Then I asked her the question that I always wanted to ask. How do women want to be kissed by other women? She looked at me with that smirk that set my heart on fire. She was like, it's hard to explain. Then I asked her, can you show me? Then man, I just have to admit, she showed me and it was the best thing I've experienced in a long time. I will never forget that moment for the rest of my life. So when I got back to the Philippines, it made me question myself. Is the reason that some women turn lesbian because men just don't know how to do it properly? It made me ask. And my feminist friends told me that women don't orgasm in bed just because of penetrative sex. Because guys, most of the time, don't know what they're doing. That's why they realize a woman would understand what another woman wants. So they referred to me a lot of videos and I watched some of them and I had to admit I learned so much. So I recommend that men should really learn what women want so they'll be happy as well. Happy wife, happy life. There was this lesbian woman that went up to me and told me, I love watching gay porn. And I was like, I thought you're lesbian. I thought you don't like bananas. What she told me was that it's not the banana that they don't like, they just don't like the owner of the banana. So that was interesting. Another interesting conversation that I witnessed was between a trans woman and a gay man. The trans woman was like to the gay man, you are not gay because you don't dress like a woman. The gay man was like, no, I am gay because I am attracted to men. The trans woman kept insisting, no, you're only gay if you dress like a woman. Well, the gay man had objections. Like, no, that's not true. And there was I in the middle. I was confused. I was like, if I am attracted to lesbians, does that mean I am lesbian? At the end of the day, we all were confused. So someone explained to me that there's a difference between gender identity, it's what you identify as well as gender attraction, it's who or what you're attracted to. So let me repeat, there's a difference between gender identification and gender attraction. I never knew that until now. As I continued on my journey to understand people, I saw this beautiful girl with a ring. So I approached her and I asked, how long have you been married? She told me, I'm not married. So I was like, oh, how long have you been with your boyfriend? She was like, I don't have a boyfriend, I have a girlfriend. So I was like, oh, finally, another lesbian. So I asked her, is your girlfriend as beautiful as you? She was like, my girlfriend's a butch. And I was like, what's a butch? She was like, a butch is a woman that identifies as a man that is also attracted to other women. So, but she also told me that there are different types of lesbians. Other lesbians are two women who identify as women, that they both like each other. Those are called lipstick lesbians. I was like, thank you for the new learnings. I've learned and I'm growing. So I continued on my... Now we're gonna get into one of the more sensitive topics, the LGBT community and church. Because I've noticed most people from the LGBT community, they were either hurt by members of the church by the way they treated them. So it made me decide to look into it. I heard there was a church event that was having a special talk on the LGBT community, so I snuck in to observe. So I snuck in the back, low-key observing the event proceeding. The speaker was really good. The person was a former pageant winner. She even appeared on CSI. Basically, she had reached the pinnacle of gaydom success. She had money, she had a rich boyfriend, live-in partner. But what she said really struck me because she was, even in spite of all the money, the fame, the acknowledgement, she was really empty and sad. And I was like, how come? Because like growing up, she was sexually harassed by a family member, I believed, and that really affected her growing up. To the point that she was trying to find love and acceptance everywhere. Just like everyone is like looking for love. Until she found the love that could only complete the void in her heart. She found it in Jesus. And to be honest, I can't give justice to her whole story, so I'll just leave a link in the description to that person's full life story. Because at the end of the day, isn't that what we're all looking for? We're all looking for love. Someone to accept us in spite of all the things that happened to us in the past, all of our mistakes, and someone who's willing to help change us for the better. And that person was able to find that in Jesus. To be honest, one of her statements really hit me hard. The sharer said, I thought being a real man meant being manly, being heterosexual, but no. A real man is someone unashamed to talk about Jesus. And I was like, man, I learned how to be a man from a transgender woman. I am amazed. And I've also talked with other members of the LGBT community who came to Christ. What they said was really eye-opening, that even after accepting Jesus in your life, they will still have same-sex attraction. Sometimes it will never leave. But what they do have now is the power and the motivation to choose Jesus. So I'm inspired. So that concludes my video on understanding the LGBT community. I know I don't know everything, but this time I don't know nothing. I know something. What? So if you have any additional learnings that you want to share, feel free to comment it below. And I really hope the next woman that I like is actually into men, because even I need some love in my life. And yeah, see you in the next episode, guys. Take care. Don't forget to subscribe.